Hey, good morning, folks. Bob here. Another day. Slept on this car last night. I was pretty bummed out. Well, I tell you what, it's been several times I've gotten into this car and just got to the point where, why do I keep going? It just, it just keeps snowballing. But I've decided I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to fix it the best I can. You have to see how it goes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to vacuum out up in here, and I got a lot of dirt out already, but it's all the way back in here, and I can't get my hose in there very good. So I don't know. I guess I can look see if I got an adapter. If I can't find an adapter to snake down there a little further, then I'm probably just going to cut right through here in a little hole. I don't want to, but I may have to. You know what I mean? All right, folks. Let me see what we can do there. Hey folks, Bob here. So what I ended up doing, I ended up cutting a second access hole because I stuck the vacuum cleaner up in that one, and man, I couldn't get up in there very good, and there's still a bunch of stuff in there I can't get to. So I cut the second access hole right here. I don't know if you guys can see up in there or not. Let's see if we can get a... Yeah, it's gonna be tough to... I don't know. Anyway, look what came out. That looks almost like rubber. See how flexible that is? I have no earthly idea. I guess that's Bondo. That's Bondo. Look at that. Chunks and chunks of old Bondo. It didn't harden. And I've already vacuumed out a bunch of it, so let me see. I was on the phone this morning with Field Agent 340. He works up in a New York bureau, and he's a body man. He's a real body man. I'm a hack. As you can see, I'm a hack. He's like, oh, Bob, use his name just OSPO, I think he called it. He said, spray it with OSPO, and it's got some kind of acid that converts it over, and he said, then you can come in and fiberglass it, and you'll be good for years. And I'm like, well, I don't know. He's probably not going to like this, but I got a plan B for that. If I can get the vacuum cleaner in here and get the rest of this stuff out, I'm gonna spray it down again with that stuff, that Permatex stuff that 340 doesn't like. But it's bought and paid for. I guess, like I said, I told him the car is gonna be inside the shop. It won't be going up and down the road through salty roads and wet roads. We don't have a lot of salty roads here in North Carolina. Every once in a while they'll spray the roads with salt if it's a really bad storm. But now in the mountains, that's a different story. And of course at the beach, that's a different story. But here in the central part of North Carolina, not too often do they salt the roads. A couple times a year, maybe at the most. But the car's a race car. It's going to be on a trailer. It's going to be going back and forth to the track. I might get caught in a thunderstorm every now and then, but I think the repair I make will be satisfactory for a long time. And once again, I thought I could get it done today, but I'm going to have to spray the inside up here a little bit better with that stuff. So I guess not. Anyhow, let me get back on it, folks. All right, folks, I have cleaned out the inner panel is about as good as it can get. It's pretty good. Check this out. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Check this out. That was inside there too. That's a piece of lead. Or it's a piece of metal with Bondo. It's actually a piece of lead. This is Bondo. This weighs 5 or 6 times what that weighs. That don't weigh nothing. So probably got a half a pound of crap out of the quarter panel here. All right, let me shoot some more of that stuff up in there and let it dry. Hey folks, Bob here. I haven't been working on the car for a few days. I've been tied up on some other things and had some days I wasn't feeling that good, and just took some time off from it. But we're back out here today. I don't remember exactly where I left off video wise, but anyhow, I had to put some additional fiberglass in here, and I know that's crude looking. I'm not a fiberglass guy, but I think it'll be okay. And I went on and mudded this just to kind of slick it up a little bit. The magnet doesn't stick to nothing anyway, so what the hell. So let me see if I'd love to finish this up today. I'm not going to paint it, but just get it in primer, and then we can work on the door and see if we can't get this car back to the racetrack. I still need to evaluate a few things. All right, folks, let me see what I can do on some sand and get this thing looking pretty. Okay, folks, Bob here. All right, so I got all the and the skim coat sanded down nice and smooth. I'm pretty pleased with it. I think that's going to be okay. All through here looks good. I see why they put a 1/4 inch of Bondo on it now. There's little dips, like right here's a little dip and here's a little dip. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to spread Bondo all over and spend all that time shaping it. So just have a little dip in it. I got a little bit of mud in it. This is the fiberglass patch, much better than what it was. That's acceptable. Sanded it down, got it pretty slick, but it still had a little bit of roughness to it. So mudded it, and I think it says 4 hours you can sand it. I believe that's what's on the can. So I don't know if we'll get back out there today or not and sand it, but I'm going to primer this from here around, and then I guess whenever I get this sanded down, then I'm going to come here and work on this. Probably when I work on this door, we'll do all that at the same time, I guess. But she'll have a little primer spot on her and a little body putty spot on her. All right, folks, I'll show you a video once I get the primer on it. Well, I got the first coat of primer on. As you can see, it shows dips and stuff that I couldn't feel or couldn't see in the body putty. I knew that was going to happen. And I honestly thought I had that out right there. I mean, I worked on that, and it looks slick. That there, I don't know. So I guess I'm going to have to come back and sand on it some more. That's the thing about body work. Uh-oh, we're losing focus. There we go. It's just amazing. And I want it better than that. So I'm going to maybe do a little spot putty. I may just probably sand on this some more and do spot putty on these other areas. Maybe right here, and we'll call it good. I would like to try to get on this door right in here. So there you have it, folks. Okay, I cut that little metal chunk out, as you can see, and I am out of fiberglass. I know that makes a lot of y'all happy, but the plan is just to try to trim that out with some fiberglass and just pack it in there and shape it somehow. And let it ride, folks. Just make it look kind of halfway somewhat pretty. Just keep moisture from getting up in there if anything else. So that's what we're going to do next. Go buy some fiberglass and see what we can do. Okay, folks. While I was waiting on the Bondo to dry and the primer to dry, I went on to a little Swiss cheese in this door, and I've already gone inside the door and cut that big metal bracing out. That thing was 8 inches wide, and it was waffled. And a guy told me he did that to his Camaro, and it saved 30 pounds per door. I was kind of hoping, but when I got it out and weighed it, it was only 6 pounds. A little bit surprised, but it left a little. I got about 4 inches on each end I couldn't get to. There's just no way to get up in there. The hole in the door isn't big enough to get my big arm in there. So I went on this Swiss cheese. I was going to do this anyway. This is the driver's door. I want to protect the integrity of this lock mechanism. It's a much lighter door. It's got the Lexan on it, and if I get time, I will. Before I paint the car, I will go in there and try to grind on some more of that. It's a lot of work to get to that, but I went on and did do a few little holes, bigger holes, and again, it all adds up, folks. It all adds up. I know there's probably an ounce there, but I've done this throughout the car, and it all adds up. So I'm gonna get the rat tail file and just clean these holes up a little bit, and we'll hit it with a little primer, and that'll be something that'll be part of the. I got new weather stripping for the doors too, by the way. That'll be something that we'll do when we do the primer of the car. And I think I'm ready to start on this. Let's see if I can't start. I'm gonna put the spot putty on this. I think the primer's dried good enough. Start sanding this down.